Hey there, I have some super cool messages for us. We're just going to ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good, okay? So I was guided to pull some of the angel decks out that I have. And so I have the Archangel Power deck, which is this tarot deck. And then I have the Sword of Light deck, okay? And then I have the Intuit Angels deck, okay? And then I have the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. So, yeah, and then I also have the Influence of the Angels tarot deck. So we're going to play with these cards and I'm going to allow Spirit to guide me as to which cards to pull from where and when and see what the messages are. Bottom of the deck of this here is Ariel. So this would be Keeper of Mother Earth. Love, nature, heart-centered, being outdoors, abundance of natural things, and care for Earth. I help manifest the fulfillment of physical wants and needs and amplify your care of animals and the environment. So it says Rose Quartz, 2 weeks, and inspired action. And then when I was shuffling the Archangel Power deck, I had the Ace of Wands come out. And this actually is like, very similar. Very, very similar as to like, they're both like, really creating their magic here on Earth. It says a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing and having a sense of wonder. So I feel like this is confirmation for us. So, wow. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. All right, so we're going to get some more messages using this deck. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Lead the way. Oops, I shouldn't have that card in there. This is a beautiful deck. I think you can get this on Intuit Tarot's Etsy account. Nathaniel and Sabriel. Two of these angels. One is the angel of eternal youth. Feeling whole, healing sun and star energy, reversal of degenerative diseases, and pain-free. Wow. I send healing starfire to burn away feelings of separation from source, which is the root cause of all dis-ease. It says Garnet, number 41. Okay, and then we have December, and things are improving. The next one that we have is Sabriel, Angel of Impossible Miracles, number 23. Swift, Astonishing Surprises, Miracle Cure, Spark of Wonder, Rapid Healing, or in Vitality. Call on me when you need an impossible miracle, and I will set a series of events into motion to bring it about. Bloodstone might be important, many timelines. So this is like a wild card I'm getting, like surprises. That's so cool. All right. Love that for us. We also have Zadkiel, number 42. This is the angel of contemplation. This is about raising vibration, emotional and spiritual growth, meditation, understanding, and having confidence. And what's this that just came flying out? Guardian of the Wilderness, number 27. Okay, connecting to nature, protecting the wilderness, natural cures, grounding, elemental magic. Okay, so some of you might resonate with that. It says, as the patron of nature lovers, I will protect your wilderness adventures and efforts to conserve nature. And then I have Nephirite, winter, and not now. And then over here, the crystal is Tanzanite, now moment, like being in the moment, and meditate. So I feel like you're meant to kind of use your abilities and your connection and combine these together to help Mother Earth, okay, with healing. And again, angel of impossible miracles, like rapid healing. So I'm getting like you're able to maybe connect towards a certain healing modality, or maybe many, and combine them towards an effort to help heal Mother Earth. I feel like your energy is very strong here. This is a gift, a blessing. This is something that you're looking to creatively do. Maybe it's an expression of yours. Bringer of prosperity and abundance. Okay, we have prestige and feeling really good. It's a number 5. Opulence, splendor, hope, wealth, generosity, and luck. I mean, come on. I help you tune into the higher octaves of abundance to magnify the good things in life. The element here is like gold. The mineral's gold. Thursday, which is today. And then manifest it. Manifest it. I feel like you're helping those on their path. As, you know, it's almost like you may feel like you're stepping into a position that's like being the mentor that you wish you had in some way. So this could just be, you know, like how that's been a source for you. So maybe like you have found yourself writing, and maybe you found yourself teaching something, or you have found yourself starting your own channel or a podcast, or, you know, maybe you're creating music, maybe you're, you know, an influencer. You know, so many of us are being touched by the Holy Spirit to create. And we have all these great, you know, inspiring ideas that really are passion driven, and they're aligned with our purpose. And I feel like there's this like coordinated support here, and just being able to put everything together to create what you came here to create. It's beautiful. You may feel like you're helping others in some way, shape, or form as far as their own emotional and spiritual growth. I do have Jovial at the bottom of the deck here. The beauty of God. This is appreciating beauty, following your bliss, being in the energy of joy, fulfillment, living authentically. And this is the patron of artists. All right, very cool. Expand your consciousness by taking time to appreciate beauty and revel in the lusciousness of all creation. So this is like you have the support that you need. I feel like you're a beautiful being here to help create with God. I feel like, and the angels. And I feel like this is just, you know, for you to create lusciousness of all creation. I love that. That sounds so beautiful. Wow. I feel like there's an office. Look at this one. Angel of Hail and of the 11th hour. Offense and defense. Hail Mary pass. Take a risk. Reincarnate. Grants a long life. I help you find courage to do things you're afraid to do, and help you pull off the impossible. No cause is lost. Onyx is the crystal. 2 months. Pray for guidance. Wow. Unconditional Haziel, angel of unconditional forgiveness. Loving encouragement, mercy, fights evil, non-judgmental, sees only inner innocence, and fights evil. I raise your vibration through love and forgiveness, and help you see pure heart within yourselves and others. Wow. And this is about battling depression, you know, stopping the overthinking, having some sort of clarity. This is the angel of mental force and calmness. Yeah. Or Eliel, I think it might be. I fix gaps between mind and emotions, and help navigate complex situations and people who play mind games. Wow. Okay. I could continue reading these, honestly. So I'll stop here. Otherwise, we'll go down a rabbit hole. All right. Thank you for these messages with this deck. Okay, we're going to move on. Okay, I'll put these up here. All right, we'll use these ones. Very good. I love this deck. If you're looking for a really like high, like I just really like the messaging in this deck. I feel like it's very like, it's straight to the point, but it's like nicely put. right? It's worded very eloquently. This deck was created by Radley Valentine. So this is a great tarot deck. And so I love to highlight what I enjoy working with. So I hope that, I think some of you that watch the channel have this deck. So that's awesome. It's just a bit bulky. That's the only like awkward thing about it. You have to have like big hands, which I do not. But otherwise, I love it. So, okay, I'll go with this. Thank you. 5 of Wands. And in this deck, the wands are Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel. Okay, 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands. I feel like this represents like a massive coordinated effort. I feel like there's like a challenge that you can resolve. I feel like there was this withdrawing from the drama of others, having patience with yourself and the process and those around you, right? And then we have 4 of Wands. This talks about like celebration. This talks about like a recognition. It's like it all's working out, right? There's this abundant rewards towards your hard work, and there's releasing yourself from any kind of like burdensome situations, okay? I feel like this is just like a fairy tale. This is just a dream come true. I'm getting like, this could be somewhere that's almost like really like a sacred place to you. I'm getting that like there's been many pieces to the puzzle that you've been like trying to put together here. And I feel like people have like taken the pieces of your puzzle and like tried to run away with them and like play games with you. I feel like people want to play games with you to kind of like prevent you from reaching a certain milestone or some goal of yours or some sort of experience maybe. But I feel like, I feel like spirit, I'm getting like, with the angel here, I'm getting like spirit whispered to you, whatever you might have been missing. And so it was enough for you to like complete the puzzle and move on. So even if like you don't physically have things in your presence, you still are able to know and move along. So I feel like there's this like, there's like challenges, you find a way to resolve them, and maybe in very like creative ways. And with this celebration here, this could represent multiple things. So this could be in love, this could be you've reaching a certain goal or milestone, like in school or sports or creatively. Like there's a lot of like artists here. We definitely picked up on the artistic expression. And then I feel like there's this, I feel like there might have been delays here for this reason, that reason, like time-wise, it's like everything was kind of, falling off the tracks here because maybe there was just a lack of alignment here. But I feel like here, everything's aligned. I feel like there's stability here. This is like stable footing. This is like making plans, even though sometimes planning can be like, you have to be adaptable and shift. So I feel like being flexible and adaptable is super important, and having patience with yourself, okay? And those around you, who may be dealing with things that are outside their control, okay? I have the Lovers here. Make choices from your heart. I feel like this is like emotional commitments and the power of love. And then I have the Sun card by Archangel Uriel. This is Archangel Raphael. So we have Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Uriel. Life's wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking, and there is an inspiring success. Okay, so this is like recognizing that, everything that you have been working for and hard, is paying off for you. I feel like this is, like the new dawn, if you will. I feel like you may always see like the bright side of things too, and people may also see this in you as like you tend to, you know, always either shine light on something, or your light's really bright, or you're just somebody who emits divine love, emits God's love, or just kind of, you know, there's this exposure of things. I feel like there's this bright aura, there's this big energy. Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. So it's like new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So again, like, there's that happiness with the Sun card. It's, you know, it is that be happy, vitality, like just in harmony, in bliss, like loved and being loved, like loving and being loved energy. It's beautiful. I love that. Thank you. All right, I'll use this deck now. Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. God of the Arts. The artist within you is about to emerge. How cool is this? Wow. That's such a cool card. Look at all the like colors and like where the flame is. It looks like his whole like face is a candle. And it looks like it's in motion. I love that there's symbolism right at his neck, like at the throat chakra. I like that there's like multiple layers to this background, and I am very intrigued by the eyes. So you might really appreciate art. I'm trying not to be getting in trouble over here with any kind of platforms or whatever, but I feel like this is the angel of new life. I feel like here's the lotus, here's that enlightenment, and the sun, and the goddess. Like this is the goddess awakening within, like awakening the divine feminine, like here she comes kind of energy. So this says angel of new life. An exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. And I love that. Okay, and then we have angel of support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. Beautiful. We have angel of soul love. Time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love. So this might have been something that our channel's been working through. Through the lovers. Look at, wow, I kid you not. Look at this. Look at these two. They're almost identical. Look at how beautiful. I feel like you're about to receive the love of a lifetime. Many lifetimes, maybe. Or maybe it's happened in every lifetime. I don't know. It could be something that you're chasing from one lifetime to the next. But I feel like this is something that is truly going to mirror back to you, you know, who you are and where your growth has been. I feel like there's been a lot of growth with the Sun card. You know, this talks about like planting seeds and the sun being like the key nutrients for growth and development. So I feel like there's been a lot here, which is just beautiful. Look at this, goddess of oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this moment. Love that. And then we have goddess of sacred power. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. Also major symbolism. That is a symbol of protection. And when you put a circle around it, right, even more powerful. When you flip that upside down, what do you know that symbol to be? Think about it. It begins with the word, and it begins with the letter P. So does that symbol mean the opposite of protection? Let me know in the comments if you can figure out what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. Lots of symbolism on that card. Look at this. Angel of abundance. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. The goddess of the unknown. A new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. What a cool deck, right? That's beautiful. Thank you. We'll put this here. This here. Oh, okay, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do the Archangel Michael deck. This might also be, this is also a Radley Valentine deck, actually. So, there's some good stuff here. All right, Spirit, lead the way. Oh, we have regain your focus. Trivial matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Look at that. That's a Merkaba. Metatron's cute. Okay. Trust your angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan for you. Stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You may have had a few bumpy starts. Learn from your experience and keep going. Embrace this magical moment. You're in the perfect energetic space for manifesting. Okay. Just make sure that you are allowing for these wishes to be fulfilled and you're not too busy trying to control all the ins and outs, okay? Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Okay. We have, you're ready for more. Look at that. That's beautiful. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes that you have been contemplating. And then we have, be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth and let source take it from there, right? It's kind of like set it and let it go, right? Being a light to others, bottom of the deck energy. Number 4, you have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Okay, we learn from one another. That's why we're here. Okay, your prayers are being answered. Okay, your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps maybe in forms you do not expect. Okay, and then I have increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs for you to know. Okay, we have, it's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you will be able to look at the future with a smile. Yes, yes. Angels of healing are with you, right? That ties back to our angels here that are with us for healing. Okay. Look at angel of impossible miracles and guardian of the wilderness. Okay. Elemental magic, grounding, natural cures, protect the wilderness, connect to nature. It's like we're going back to like syncing along with nature. So this is like astonishing surprises, miracle cures, vitality, rapid healing, spark of wonder. So I feel like, you know, many timelines. So a time of healing is about to bless your life. Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. Isn't that beautiful? So we have support. We're surrounded in divine white light. So it is, and so it will be. Thank you to all of our amazing spiritual teams and support and teachers and guides, and it takes a massive amount of effort to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish here. Yeah, I feel like prosperity is on the way, hopefully for the many. Have faith that source will heal any financial challenges, okay? So I feel like continue to focus on how you can make a better experience for yourself, right? And for your family, and then for others, right? Because I feel like there is something that you're birthing here, and it's meant to be something like that's, you know, bringing in some sacred wisdom and knowledge here, okay? So I feel like it's nothing small that you're creating. So, you know, there is a new chapter, you know, you could be doing energy work from a space cleaning energy. Okay, so you could be someone who kind of like is also assisting people with clearing as they are going on the awakening process. You may be someone who has strong communication abilities. I feel like you're someone who tells it like it is. So if that resonates, then, you know, congratulations. There is knowledge, wisdom that you tap into. They want you to trust your intuition, especially in challenging times. Okay. I feel like you're part of a bigger team here. If that's not clear, let me ring your bell, right? You're part of a bigger team here. Many of us are coming into like alignment with those that we're meant to work with. Okay. And some of us are part of a network. And so we kind of like can associate one with others, and it's by resonance. Okay. It's not by anything other than a vibrational match. Okay. So, if you're trying to figure out like, you know, where are my people at, you know, maybe there's things still playing out for you, or even them. You never know. Here, I'm just gonna get a few more cards. 1 second, just make some space here. All right, what do you think here? Hierophant. Split the deck. Hierophant. Okay. What does the big H want to say? Release the burdens. They no longer serve you. There is an ending here. There's like this final countdown playing out. Okay? I feel like what no longer is beneficial for the all, it is no longer going to be able to withstand, right? I feel like there's this like false ground, like nothing that is built on false ground will be able to prosper. I feel like there's a lot of karmic energy here that is being like resolved and put down. And then there's the cycle. There's like this cycle, okay? So I feel like there's an end of a cycle, and I feel like sometimes an end of a cycle, it can be a bit messy, a little bit chaotic, a little bit unpredictable. And so that's why it's really important that we understand like we're not alone in all of this. Whatever's playing out in our physical reality here, okay, can be abrupt. It can be, you know, we can be disrupted. We could be affected. There's, you know, a lot of things that are playing out here that, you know, need to come to a halt, right? It's like there's an end. There's an end here. All right, what else do you want to say about this? Okay. You got a Page of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah, I feel like there's like this there's like almost like a block to create from this kind of energy. Okay, we realize that like this kind of energy and where it leads us. Okay, and I feel like it leads us nowhere except for devastation and recklessness and, you know, falsities. I have 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there's other ways in which to do something. There could be like some mentorship going on, and I'm getting like the angelic realm and others far and wide are definitely working with us. Okay, there could be new tools, techniques, new ways of doing things that maybe haven't been applied. And I'm getting like there might have been like trying to prevent this type of growth. Okay, so I feel like the universe may have had to step in here. Look at 7 of Wands. This is like, look at High Priestess. Ooh, what was that? Look at that, was the Empress that got slapped down. Okay, the Magician. Wow. Okay, the Lovers. This is the second time we got the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like there's partnerships coming together for the sake of like divine creation, executing divine plan energy, I feel like this is like heavy protection, defending, like fighting for a cause energy. You know, having to have strong boundaries. There's some sort of like alignment here. There's some sort of like, it's really about consciousness, to be honest with you. And passion, and putting the consciousness into like practice is really the art of manifestation here and creation. Okay, back to like, you know, where it was, you know, innocent, where it was, you know, from a place of love, right? I feel like the free will choice, right? I feel like there's a bit of like factory reset going on over here. And then there's like new creation happening over here. So this could be playing out like, you know, society-wise, but also personally, right? Look at the World card here. I feel like things have come full circle. So this is very much like, there's like evolution in this. You know, there's a process of, you know, death and rebirth here. And I'm getting like, you know, that's part of what we're here to do. We're part of this. We're part of closing this out and creating new. Look at, with love, with divine love. This in the frequency of love, choosing love, right? Having this infinite ability to connect and express this divine love, which is awesome. So awesome, you know? And it's like flowing. It's like, this could be also like bloodline energy too. I'm getting like, it could be like divine bloodline here. Look at, yeah. So this could represent something that you're here to create. Maybe it's art. We were getting a lot of art. Chalice energy. The Holy Grail energy. I feel like something that you would consider as the Holy Grail is how, like, within you, deep in your knowing, in your heart, you know, I feel like there's this like knowing, this deep rooted knowing that whatever's playing out outside of you really, like, you just have this understanding like, oh, you know, having this like divine love and relationship with God, like there's nothing like it. And this is what you honor and protect. Okay, and I feel like you have been through it to honor and protect, and I feel like that's reciprocal. For sure. But I'm getting like, this is something that, you know, no one can take from you. No one can steal from you. You know, they can try to break your heart, but, you know, your heart, it's almost like it regenerates itself with love, like even more love. Whoever like tries to break your heart, like your heart just gets stronger, like years stronger as a result of your pain and suffering. Okay? But you also realize like that's not God's love, pain and suffering. And you also know that. And I feel like there's been this falseness that's been playing out here. And I feel like that has contributed to all the burdens. Look at like the batons, the wands are bloodied. And I feel like this is like sacrifice. And I feel like this is like the angel here saying like, oh, you know, like, you know, do we really need to be, you know, is that really God's love, is to sacrifice, especially blood with blood? I don't think so. So I feel like there's this like a bit of like, you know, tapping into, you know, before there was a religion, before there were those type of man-made type belief systems that were for the sake of maybe a bit of control. So, you know, with the Lovers here and having this like Lovers card almost look like, you know, it was the point in time of the Garden of Eden even. So it's kind of like in the, like I'm getting like planning stages here. right? So this would be like bringing the seeds to plant, right? Here's the scroll, and wisdom, access to wisdom and knowledge, and not knowing everything. Not everything is like available to be seen, right? High priestess is like hidden, like esoteric even knowledge. And then this with this magician, the magician has the tools in which to create. And then here's the creation, which is these, you know, a masculine and feminine energy here, but they're almost androgynous. So this almost brings me back to like a book I read, which was called The Divine Plan. And in that divine plan, it speaks about the many variations of the human species and evolution. And so I feel like this is like, has something to do with evolution. Okay, and how like one round of evolution has been completed, and now there's not going to be more of this. There's going to be something that kind of like has some sort of finality to it, and then there's, you know, having to, this is like new. This is like a new round. Also, what I find fascinating. Yeah, this is like a new round. Here's the world card. So I feel like this also talks about integration. It also talks about successful completion and ready to move to the next level. So again, like moving to the next round, right? So round, ding, ding, ding. Where's my bell? Round complete. Wow, that's incredible. Interesting. Anything else with this deck? No? Okay. We're going to end it here. Beautiful, beautiful messages. So appreciate this. This was a blast. And I truly enjoyed Spirit leading the show here. Let's thank our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and our masters, ascended masters and teachers who, you know, continuously show us the way. So with that, I will see you guys in the next reading.